gotta have the cringy claps. All right, hello again to BoBeats, and I'm joined by Luke from Korg again. He's a good sport. He agreed to let me explore the Prologue from Korg, which is like the high end in the Logue family, so to speak.
Yeah.
With just one LFO that people likes to bring up, but we're gonna show that that's cool anyway. But yeah, it's been like a synth that I've been wanting to test out. I told Luke earlier that I tried it in a store, and I actually had to like put the headphones down because otherwise I would go out of the store a little bit poorer, but maybe richer in sound or
Definitely
something.
one of those synthesizers.
Yeah, it's lovely. So yeah, and if you haven't watched my other video with Luke, it's up on the channel probably by this time, where we explore the digital processor of the Midi-keyboard XD, which is sort of the same.
Yeah, so a lot of that, what we're talking about there, will actually be relevant to here because you still have the multi-engine. In fact, this is where the Midi-keyboard XD's multi-engine came from.
Yeah,
one
of the things.
So that'll be of interest to people.
And the filter is reminiscence, is
a
similar thing.
Yeah.
So this is also a fixed filter.
Yes.
So similar to the Midi-keyboard.
Very similar. Very similar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So you said this is a patch I must try.
I just really like this sound here.
That's cool. What's going on with this sound in particular?
Yeah, so there's lots going on, and I saw you using the mod wheel there.
Yeah.
So I think that's detuning one of the oscillators.
Yeah, sure.
But if you don't do that, you still got that really slow kind of.
Oh, we can't talk while it's playing.
It's okay.
So we got that kind of slow.
Yeah, you get that kind of slow portamento glide down, which is probably an LFO assigned to the pitch.
Do you have any other like favorite presets?
If you start at the beginning really, and then you can just go through some of the the kind of nice ones. So this is more of an analog. It's actually kind of classic synth brass.
Very classic, for sure. And June pad.
Yeah.
It's kind of. I just know the one chord progression, so we'll stick with that. This is all live. This is all live and direct. I can't, cut it up later.
This is good for me because normally I'm the one there doing the
playing. I
like it that you're. So that's using the arpeggiator to create that sparkling effect.
Sure. Solid bass. Nice little lead sound there. Very, very smooth.
Yeah, and the effects really help with that because they're stellar effects.
So how's the effects section different from the Midi-keyboard XD?
It's actually very similar.
Yeah, okay, we got the mod effect and the delay and reverb.
The main difference is the controls, so you've got kind of two separate controls.
Yeah, sure.
For the mod section.
Yeah. How many spaces is there for presets?
500 in total.
Yeah, so it's the same as the XD.
Yeah, and I think it's preloaded with around 200.
Yeah. Let's see if we can move past here. Because I'm thinking we'll do like a patch from scratch and just see what.
So if you keep going, you'll find an initialized patch when they finish.
A lot of sounds in here. Oh yeah.
That's a 300, isn't it? Oh no, there's more.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah.
So that's just a raw saw wave.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's nice having the oscilloscope, as we said before, isn't it? Just to see what's going on.
Definitely. So I think I don't know what we'll do. I'm big on the pad sounds. It's just.
Me too.
I think it's because I'm not really good at playing, so I'm not really good. Like
dexterity.
Yeah,
something,
exactly.
So it's more chords.
Yeah. Chord is easy
yeah.
for me. It's like I'm done a little bit of keyboard training, but I think
I know she'd play in probably one of the hardest keys there, F sharp minor. So that's interesting.
you see we got the drive as well
in the filter. Yeah.
What's the low cut?
So that cuts the low end from the filter.
Okay. Yeah. So that's something that's not on the XD and not on the original Midi-keyboard, right?
Yeah.
We've got the key track.
So that's good.
Yeah,
Have you used that? You've used that before, probably. On
Yeah.
So.
I never have a good way to explain it. I know what it does, but how
do you
would you
try and explain it?
Yeah, try and explain it.
Okay, so basically, as in its current position, that means that the filter will track exactly the same over the whole keyboard.
Yeah.
So whether you play a note there or right at the top.
And if I increase it, it'll track less.
It'll exaggerate the filter.
It's exaggerating.
Yeah,
Yeah.
at the top or the bottom. Yeah.
Yeah. So if say I want something, when I play it on the higher notes,
it'll open up the filter more there and close it more here.
Yeah. Okay.
And then depending on where that's set, so that's 50%, I think, 100%. That'll be full on. That'll be. But if you, the best way to sort of demonstrate it is play one note at the top and then one note near the bottom, and you'll hear the difference in tone. So that's really closed filter, but that's quite open.
Yeah. So
whereas if you had that,
Yeah.
they'd be the same.
It becomes more open. Yeah, for sure. I just have a open, closed, that sort of binary things. I'm really bad with that, kind of explaining it.
I think it's quite a nice thing because you can get a sound to kind of transition across the keyboard.
Yeah. I use it. I use it like intuitively a lot for my patches that I did for Midi-keyboard. Just kind of to exactly like you say, create a variation, a varied feel.
Yeah.
When you play it across.
Sometimes even with a pad, it's nice because it might mean that if you're holding, say, an octave or a single note at the left hand, that might be a slightly more closed filter version of what's on the right, or vice versa.
Sure. Yeah, so we got the sawtooth. Triangle now.
Yeah.
So I think we'll do like a...
You still got the drive on, I don't know if you want that.
Yeah, I want the drive. Yeah. So we'll do this, like a triangle, and then we'll do a...
Or you're going to mix it.
A sawtooth, with a piece of tube. Yeah, I love it too. To have it like that. And the different voice modes is poly, mono, unison, chord. So there's not as many as on the original Midi-keyboard.
No, that's right. So we kind of stripped it back. Well, we've brought the arpeggiator into its own section. Because that was one of the modes. And sidechange's not on there.
Yeah, sure. Sure. And the target here for shape, which shape are we targeting?
That'll be the shape of the VCO.
Is it VCO 1 or 2?
It'll
or
be
all
both,
yeah. Both. Yeah. It's the same on,
I
think, the other ones as well. You can just give it a try. So slow and fast, that's just the rate of kind of, you've got a fast move.
And then you can clock it to the beat.
Okay, cool. I think that sounds okay.
Yeah.
And now, I'm big on the reverb on this thing here. How do I change? Is it like there's some program value? So how do I change the reverb?
You go into on this one. You go to edit.
Yeah, sure.
And then program edit, and then it's one of the buttons towards the end, I think. You press it.
There's multi-engine, and then it's like effects.
So if you keep pressing that button,
reverb.
There you go.
Yeah, okay,
Reverb
then we got it.
So as you can see, similar effects to the XD.
I love the horror. Because it's kind of pitch ringing kind of noise. So let's bring in the multi-engine, I think. So do you have any user?
I'm not sure, so let's see what's in here. So that's the user. If you turn this one, you'll see if there's any. Yeah, there's some.
Yeah, let's turn the other ones down.
So we can hear them, yeah. I think it's the LFO that's taking it through the shapes.
Yeah, of course. Really we have it on.
Nice, isn't it?
Yeah, okay. So we have sync as well, some ring modulation. Yeah. And that's the pitchy. Yeah.
So you can set that to both oscillators with one.
Okay. Yeah. So then we use EG for.
Exactly.
Yeah. Picked it. So
and that EG then you can also send to the filter here.
Yeah. Sure. I love to do this kind of stuff where you start off, you get this wow.
Yeah.
To go out of...
Yeah, press exit.
Okay, pretty okay. Yeah. So what else can we do? Like, what kind of ideas do you get in mind?
Well, the first thing I'd say is that we've been working with one timbre or timbre at the moment, and it's actually bi-timbral, which means you can stack two of these sounds together.
Okay. All right.
So that gets quite interesting. And if you want to, do you want to carry on with this sound, or do you want to explore some different ones?
Yeah, we could carry on with this sound, so we can just write it.
Yeah, write it. Yeah.
So
we can come back to it maybe.
Yeah,
but what these do is they tell you what different ways to sort sounds.
Sure.
So, for instance, we can sort by category, and then if I carry on pressing that, you can see you've got bass, leads, which is quite handy. Yeah. Which is something we don't have on the mini logs, which is useful if you're looking for a specific sound. You've also got things like combis. So now when you turn in this, you'll be going through all the combinations of sounds, which are basically either layers or split sounds.
Okay, so we've got this house chord.
Oh, sorry, actually, not chord. I misread that.
Oh, yeah.
A combi.
Combi. Yeah.
So now,
ARP and pad.
Okay. One of the sounds is that sparkly sound.
Split across the keyboard.
At the moment, I think it's layered, but you can split it as well. You can choose. And that's in the menu, but on the... That's in the menu, but on the 16 version, because we haven't really mentioned that yet, there's extra buttons where you can then select whether it's a split or a layer.
Yeah, sure.
You've got a little slider.
Cool.
So,
okay, yeah. So these are two patches.
Yeah, so they're
layered.
Two collections, a collection of two of the three oscillators. So you've effectively got 6 oscillators.
Okay. Yeah, how many voices is there?
So it's still split over 8 voices.
Yeah, so 4 voices per sound.
Or on the Prologue 16, 8 per... Yeah.
So, so you can get really huge stuff.
That's where the 16 really comes into its own if you start to layer up. Because
exactly.
You're playing big chords and things.
Yeah. Little arpeggiator and... And of course, like just my initial impressions of this is like that's of course stuff. Like a lot of my viewers were asking, like, yeah, okay, the difference between the Mini-Log, the XD, and this.
Yeah.
And of course, like this is like as much as I love the original Mini-Log and the XD now, this is not possible to do in any way. Like this is very, of course, very much more advanced in this way you can stack sounds.
Exactly. Yeah. It's sort of taking that sound design and ramping it up a notch.
Yeah, like it's. I think it's one of those things where people kind of look at it and say, well, it's very similar. Of course, like I understand it initially really well.
Yeah.
But then you say, okay, well, we have these technical advances, technical limitations on other devices, which this one doesn't have, in terms of stacking sounds. Blade Runner.
Runner Blade.
No, Runner Blade. Yeah, I wonder what this will sound like. So that's a real cool thing.
Yeah.
With the I didn't really know about that. Like I try sometimes to stay away and look into too many videos and reading too much about it, because I do want to kind of explore it more for myself. And
I think that's nice in a way, because then when you do get hands on for it for the first time, you're exploring it fresh, aren't you?
Where did we put? Oh, sorry.
So if you want to go back just to your sounds, So press this one, and then you just sort in by number again. So it was towards the end of
program number,
yeah.
So I'll see if I can bring it up. I am not entirely sure.
300 something.
Yeah, 300 something.
Like probably would have been quicker to go backwards.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's like me and math. That's the.
It's somewhere around here, isn't it?
Was it?
I think so. You didn't give it a name, but it'll be one of these.
Here we go. Yes, we can just. We got the different
mod effects.
Yeah, so here we have the
so
same
you can
designer.
select. That's the same as the Mini-Log, yeah.
Yeah. So is there any user effects on this one, or?
I don't think there's any. Oh, there might be. If it says a user, there probably might be then. It's because I've just grabbed this unit from downstairs. I'm not sure.
Yeah, let's go for standard chorus. Super boring. Woo.
There you go.
How would you define ensemble? I don't really have a good definition of it.
To me, it's just a bit of a wider chorus. Really, it's still a chorus effect, but that's the way I would.
Pretty cool. Yeah. Pretty okay, I think. Is there anything else we sort of I feel kind of at home with it.
Because it's similar to the Mini-Log and the layout. Yeah. It's just like you say, it's a notch above in terms of polyphony,
for sure.
build quality, and also the Prologue 16, of course, which you haven't mentioned, has the low frequency compressor on it.
Yeah, sure.
Which is an extra thing, which is very cool.
Yeah. So that's. If I remember correctly from some of the demos, the early demos, that's something you use a lot in tandem with doing splits and stuff as well.
Yes.
So you get more oomph out of it.
Especially at the bottom end, If you use that bass sound that you brought up at the beginning, you turn on the low frequency compressor onto that, and it just rounds it up and give you more.
Of course,
more presence.
Super cool. Is there any hidden features that is easy to kind of overlook or miss?
I don't think so, other than the fact you've got these buttons which I'll show you, so they sort the sounds in different ways, so you can sort them alphabetically by so you can just go in and your favourite sounds, and all the different sorting random as well, and also a live set, so if you're using it live, You can save all your favourite sounds, which is super handy. Or even just in the studio, you can just mark your favourite sounds and go through them. Yeah.
So just kind of to sum it up, like some of the major differences then between the XD and this one would be the voices, the ability to split or to layer sounds, layer two patches together, for example.
You've effectively got two mini logs, if you like, in here. The engines, sure. Yeah, so just think of it like that. You've got
or 4 with the
with the 16.
Yeah, in a sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Like you said, the quality, obviously full size keys as opposed to the slim keys, and the keyboard action on here is really, really nice. It's taken from our Kronos, which is our flagship synthesizer.
Yeah, that of course is like a pretty obvious big difference.
And the whole thing's Japanese made as well.
Okay,
so
that's cool.
Yeah, that's very.
Yeah, and the knobs. Nice. To anybody like wondering, like we talked about it earlier. It's not like the Mini-log is badly built in any way. I've always said like it's sturdy, works, but when you lift it up, it's quite lightweight. This is much heftier, heavier, has a much more sturdy feel to it, and the knobs are very different to the touch anyway. Yeah, I don't know anything about like the technical specifications, but they feel different anyway. Like more high quality. The enclosures are are they metal or plastic on the Mini-log? I can't remember.
They're I think they're metal, as well.
But it feels different.
But the way they're mounted and everything is slightly different here, so you get that real, like you say, not that the Mini-log doesn't, but this one just super, super quality.
Yeah, it's cool.
One thing it doesn't have though is the sequencer.
Yeah, of course. That's definitely a difference. Yeah. How come? Do you have any idea why? Or
it was a question we asked really when this came out. I think possibly because it's verging more into a live keyboard territory.
Yeah, I feel with the splits and the layers, it feels more for a live performer.
Although obviously it's very powerful in the studio, but it's kind of more angling towards that. I think that's probably one of the reasons they left it off.
Yeah.
So
and it's less likely if it takes something like a monologue. That's pretty likely to you'll see it in smaller setups or even a Mini-log as well. Doing different types of music, of course. And you might want to have the sequencer on it, kind of running in tandem with other sequencers.
Exactly.
But of course, like for a performing keyboardist or live musician,
or even in the studio, you'd probably have it hooked up to Logic or whatever you're using anyway, so you can sequence there. So
it's I know a lot of people they'd love to have a sequencer on it, of course, but we can't have everything. No, but it's cool. Yeah, it's just like the stuff you showed on the XD with, you do the sequencer automations or the motion sequencing, and you use that when you're playing. That's kind of cool. Yeah, that would be something.
That's really neat. Even if you just had it for that, it would be quite nice.
Yeah, for sure. Like that's, I guess that's one thing that people can keep in mind also. Like we talked about, like the voicing, the voices. Of course, the you can do much bigger sound on this one, but of course also like the sequencer I think could be a deal breaker for some, like what they want to pick up, if it's like a Mini-log or if it's a Prologue.
Yeah, exactly. So, just depends how you're using it really.
Yeah, cool.
At the end of the day. Yeah, super.
This was exciting, just getting to touch it and to play around with it a little bit and feel right at home with it. So maybe you see me check it out on the channel sometimes in the future. If you guys have any like questions about it, don't drop a comment because I don't know. But if you want to see more content, be sure to subscribe to my channel, and you can of course leave a little comment what you want to see with if there's any like future content you'd like me to do with the Prologue or the Mini-log XD, and I'm sure Korg will oblige.
We're always listening.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's great. Well, thank you, Luke, yet again for just kind of indulging me, letting me to touch these fun toys, and thank you for being here.
See you next time.
Cheerio. All right. Super.
That's good. Thank you.
Awesome.
That was cool.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to move out.
Yeah.
I was like,
yeah, it's no problem. Yeah.
I was
better to move out than
holding it back.
Yeah.